what must have been a terribly interesting conversation by the sounds of it.
I do love how it took over the creative chat, because to me it was a throwaway. It's a throwaway thing that I think about every once in a while, but it
Yeah,
did take it over.
yeah. I think. How did we start talking about it? I think it was bringing up my Warhammer 40k review and how
Yes.
I wasn't sure if it's supposed to be badass or ironic.
Yes.
And I was pointed out in the chat, it was originally British, and it's coming from the same sort of area as Judge Dredd. And if you read Judge Dredd, the original comic, it's very satirical.
Sure.
Very overtly so.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, I think Warhammer 40k probably started out like that. I think there's a lot of people who take it a bit too seriously these days.
Well, but that's any fandom, any genre.
Fair enough. Hello, everyone. Looks like we're live. So I'm going to play the ad I have to play. I won't mute you, Jack. Just shut up. Just don't talk. We're gonna be hearing plenty of your voice anyway. Here it comes. Right. See you in a minute.
This video is brought to you by Game Maker, the free, fast, and easy-to-use 2D game engine that helps power modern classics like Undertale, Hotline Miami, and Hyper Light Drifter. Starter templates, official asset bundles, and a wealth of tutorials are available to help bring your ideas to life. And you can export and share your game for free on all non-console platforms. But you don't have to take my word for it, I'm just some jerk. We have an actual bona fide game maker on hand.
Oh shit, that's me. Yes, I've been using Game Maker for a long time. It's probably the most powerful and easiest to use engine for making 2D games out there, suitable for both amateurs and hardcore coders, and with all the Steam and console integration stuff for when you're ready to start monetizing your hobbies. I used it to make my recently released game, Starstruck Vagabond, which has already delighted thousands of sci-fi cozy game aficionados, thanks to Game Maker being so bloody great.
Head on over to the Game Maker link in the description to begin your game development journey today.
Phew. Yes.
Yeah.
We're still playing the Game Maker ad. They love us. What can I say?
It's one of those things, you know, you use Game Maker, you enjoy Game Maker. They're really easy ads when you like the product.
Yeah. Much easier than having to talk up. Well, let's not burn bridges.
Fermented apple juice.
Yes, there you go. E1 Crazy for Life gives $4.99 and says, I'm starting a new job that will probably keep me away from live streams for a while. So this will likely be the last super chat I drop for some time. Well, that's sad to hear, E1 Crazy for Life. We've gotten used to seeing you as being the first super chat every bloody week.
Well, I mean, congratulations on the new job. Show up when you can. Have fun. Try to have fun.
Whoa. Sorry, proper introduction. Hello, this is Yahtzee Tries. Yahtzee's here playing, and Jack Packard is here as well. This opening title music's kind of fucks.
Oh. Oh, shit.
Remember that conversation we had? The difference between songs that fuck and songs that bop?
It's a bop, it slaps, or it fucks. That's the three levels. Yeah.
I'm going to say this title music fucks in a sort of Amiga platformer sort of way.
Hell yeah. So from my definition, so a bop is a song that, you know, if a bop is like, it's an okay song. If it happens to come on the radio, you're okay with it. It slaps, you will choose to put it on. And if it fucks, you will tell other people about it.
Yes. I believe we also said there's a branch of songs that also molest.
Yes, songs that you didn't necessarily want to enjoy, but ended up.
Yes. I believe my example was The Beautiful People by Marilyn Manson. That's a song that molests. So, we're playing Grapple Dogs Cosmic K9s, the new Grapple Dogs game. This is the second Grapple Dogs game, yes?
Correct.
I haven't played the first one, but you have. And that's why you're in brief.
Basically, I played the Grapple Dogs. Really enjoyed it. Grapple Dogs. Really enjoyed it. Have this one. Haven't got around to playing it yet, but I will play vicariously through you until I can play it.
Okay. Well, I'm just sort of skipping through the plot here, but it looks like it's generic sort of things were not finished after the last game. There was a new threat, and now you must adventure to beat that threat, Pablo the dog.
There you go. That's all you need to know. They're keeping it tight. They're keeping it tight. There's a bad thing, you fix bad thing.
There you
Boom. You don't have to make it any more complicated than that. I'm just going to look up the OST for Grapple Dog real quick to get that on my list. Oh, it's up already. The original soundtrack is up already. I'll be listening to that later.
Is. Wow, this game is really big on thick outlines, isn't it?
You know, it has a style, Yahtzee. I like it. High contrast, easy to keep track of things.
Thick outlines were always part of the zero punctuation stroke fully emblematic art style from the beginning.
Yeah.
I accept no substitutes. If there's thin outlines, that ain't my shit.
It's important to, you know, highlight the thing that you want people to watch. A nice thick outline distinguishes it from the background, especially later on distinguishes it from, you know, the platforms and stuff like that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Why does the rabbit have Twitter bird makeup? That I do not know. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. Now you mention it. I'm glad to see other people refuse to refer to it as X.
It's just such a silly name.
I tell you what, I'm close. I'm close to the point where I switch to Blue Sky.
Do it.
Every time I accidentally put on the For You tab when I'm browsing Twitter, I'm like, I don't need this in my life.
Let me tell you, it is so much more chill over at Blue Sky. The other, like Blue Sky, I even click over to their, like, we think you'll like this stuff because their algorithm is significantly more interesting to me. So
God, the dog is snogging the rabbit, and they're going to have horrible dog-rabbit hybrid babies.
Or adorable, lovable companions that can also jump. Think about a friendly kangaroo, Yahtzee. Wouldn't you like to have a friendly kangaroo?
You don't think dogs can jump? You've obviously never had to build a fence around your yard.
Not in recent time. Dogs can jump, but, you know, they're not known. I guess basically all a kangaroo is a dog and a rabbit smushed together, is all I'm saying here.
And a dog, a rabbit, and a heavyweight boxer. With very large feet. And a very long tail.
And a clown. A dog, a rabbit, a heavyweight boxer, and a clown make a kangaroo.
Tell you what, I wish Toffee didn't know how to jump whenever my eldest leaves dinner on the dining table.
Ha ha ha.
Toffee knows how to jump up there. He doesn't know how to jump up onto the kitchen table where we usually eat. For some reason, he just doesn't like jumping up onto the chairs in the kitchen. I think it's because they're hard, and the chairs in the dining table are soft. Okay, I think we're finally getting into some fucking gameplay. That was a whole lot of cutscenes to say you and some friends went to a magic world of adventure.
That, you know, with a lot of indie games, I understand, like, we have a story to tell. We want people invested. I do believe some amount of story is necessary, but yeah, just let us. We're here to grapple. Let us grapple.
Yeah. Ooh, this game has some physics. I can just from the feel of the jump, I can tell there's some physics going on here.
Oh yeah. Looks just as great as the last one. I'm a big fan of the art style. You haven't grappled yet. You know, let me know once you start swanging.
Yes, we're coming to that.
SBS Guru 2000, thank you for that tip. How much of the For You recommendations would you say be of questionable legality in Germany?
Well, it's usually at the very top. There's usually Elon Musk's latest musings.
Right.
I remember after the Harris-Trump debate, that musing was, well, obviously Kamala Harris won the debate, but and one scarcely needs to continue at that point, as one. It said, I still think it would be best for Donald Trump to be president. This is me talking in a South African accent.
It's like I'm whisked away to one of your audiobooks.
Okay,
You know, like the algorithm.
Grapple time.
Oh, you did it. Oh, and you did the ground pound. I love the ground pound.
What?
Oh.
I can't build up momentum. Oh, yes, I can. The tutorial just wasn't ready for that.
One thing at a time.
Way.
Oh, E, are you doing it?
Boy, I can't.
job.
Oh boy, I really hope Donald Trump loses the election.
You
I got a whole song worked out.
have a song?
Yes, it's not a very long song.
Oh, okay.
It goes like this: Donald Trump is unelectable, unelectable, unelectable. Donald Trump is unelectable, so let's get back to being sane.
Nice. By the way, incredibly.
I designed it to be an earworm.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. Your artistry shines through.
Thank you.
Great. Storm Templar over in Twitch. Jack, about to beat Elden Ring. What's your plan to stream next? I don't know if that's you about to beat Elden Ring. If so, congratulations. Mia, yes. Marty and I are actually streaming tomorrow, 12 to 2 Central, in which that will be our last Elden Ring DLC stream. Hopefully, we beat whatever the final boss is. I think I know what the final boss is. I think that part has been spoiled for me, but I'm not sure, so I'm not looking into it.
Okay. Is it kicking your ass?
Elden Ring? No. I think it's been wonderful so far. I've found it to be a delightful experience. There's been a few bosses here or there that have really put me through the grinder, but I've made it through. So
Okay.
we'll see. Oh my God! Look at them little lava guys.
Ominous thing in background.
Ooh. You're doing it. You're doing it. Ben B, Lords of the Fallen next. If you want me to replay Lords of the Fallen, I effing will. I love that Lords of the Fallen. Not Lords of the Fallen, but the new Lords of the Fallen.
Yes. Confusing, isn't it?
It's stupid. As much as I like new Lords of the Fallen, you got to choose a different name than the name of the game that you already made.
I know. Did we learn nothing from Prey?
Pray and pray and pray for the elder gods.
Yes. Pray for the gods.
Pray. John Brooks, thanks for that £10. Working 4 a.m. shifts means it's rare I catch a tries stream live, but enjoying a whiskey this evening with you gents. Cheers! All best to all at Second Wind and the community for being chill AF. You know what? In general, our community is chill AF. Maybe it's just because, we're old men now, and maybe a lot of us have that old man energy just to be chill.
Huh.
Which I enjoy.
This might sound weird, but that didn't read as water to me before I jumped into it. That looked like clouds. Clouds clouds and like some blue wallpaper in the background for some reason.
Sure, like looking at it with a little bit of context, you see kind of the waterfall, but yeah, the white frothiness on top, I could see clouds. I'm with you. I am with you. Blue Mick D's nuts. Thank you for the tip. Both chat and a Second Wind, both sides. Oh. Okay, all right.
All right. Centrism. There's centrism in the chat.
The centrism, right. Both are the same. Both are exactly the same. Blue, that's all I got for you today.
Well, let's not alienate anyone.
I know. You all know how I feel about this situation. I won't get too deep into it. Let's just move on. Sovereign, thank you for the tip. I still want to see Jack play Lords of the Fallen next. Sell me on it, Mr. Packard. Okay, well, I will talk to the team and see who wants to play Lords of the Fallen with me. Because I very much enjoyed Lords of the Fallen. I could do another playthrough very easy and sell you on it.
You know, there's centrism and there's letting perfect be the enemy of the good, you know?
Ooh.
I worry a lot of people in the political discourse these days are letting perfect be the enemy of the good. You know what I mean?
I think that's an important point in any aspect of life, politics, or even, you know, your work. It doesn't matter if you're trying to make it perfect. If it's not done, it's not done.
Yeah.
One of the best analogies I heard for was, you know, like voting for the president here in the United States is not a car ride to your destination. It is a bus taking you in the general direction you want to go.
There you go.
And I liked that one. And I know a direction that I would like to head into.
Oh, we've met a girl dog.
Oh my God, you've met Sonic the Grapple Dog. Or no, that's Shadow. Yeah. That is Shadow the Grapple Dog.
Oh no, it's Shadow the Grapple Dog. I'm afraid we're going to have to break it to her gently that we've already got a girlfriend.
You know, it's not too often that you see a dark version of a character with guns in modern times. That is not a direct joke, but here we are.
There we go. She's got a gun, she's got a black and red color scheme. And she's got an attitude, and the game just crashed. But in crashing, it's just informed me that it's a game developed in Game Maker.
Oh.
It's exactly the sort of error message that comes up when my games crash. All right, well, let's try that again. Okay, going out live again.
All right, let's see. Oh, and I see us. We have popped back into reality over on YouTube. So I believe we are back, and we're back. Okay, great. We were talking about what we would have named the new Lords of the Fallen. The dark world in Lords of the Fallen Yacht was called the Umbra.
Oh, well, there you go. I'd have called it Umbrella Time. Okay, can I... Let's skip the cutscene. Maybe that'll help. There we go. Gameplay again.
There you go. Umbrella Time. That's a fine name for the new Lords of the Fallen.
Oh,
you would 1000 play a Dark Fantasy game. Oh my God.
I'm not Shadow at all. I'm Knuckles.
Okay, so instead of grappling, you just get an air dash?
Well, I have a grapple as well.
Oh, shit.
Yes, I'm better than the main character in every way.
You got a grapple and a gun?
I know. It's like, why is Tails the sidekick? He can fly. As well as everything Sonic can do.
Ooh, I'm seeing in chat Monarchs of the Fallen. Ooh, sure, by the way. Great. Literally anything. Call it Dark Umbra.
Yeah. Call it something to differentiate it from Lords of the Fallen. I mean, they were originally going to call it The Lords of the Fallen, which isn't much, but it was something.
Call it something different than the game you already made. I don't think that's too much to ask. I think that's standard.
Yeah. You could call it Lords of the Gotten Back Up Again.
Ooh. Call it the Dark Queen. It doesn't matter. Like, just call it something different.
Call it Jethro Tull stepped on a biscuit.
First of all, if I saw that gameplay and it was called Jethro Tull stepped on a biscuit, easy buy. Easy buy. I want to know what that game is about.
I'm going to make a game called Jethro Tull stepped on a biscuit now.
And just literally make it about anything except for the actual band Jethro Tull stepping on a biscuit, and you're good to go.
Well, hang on. Might be some legal issues there.
Oh, fair. Then just call it Jethro Tull. And it's a game about a very tall person.
I'd call it Methro Tull.
Ah.
And it's also a Breaking Bad reference. I don't know.
great. I love it. You did a great job. Ishimu, thank you for that YouTube tip. Says, hey, Yahtzee, do you think the time is right for an HD 3D ray traced remake of Sky Roads?
Yes, make that. Like, you don't need my permission, mate. If that's what you want to make. I mean, I could say, yeah, it's a good time for traversal-focused indie games, so fuck it. Here's one right now. It's about grappling.
Boom. You did it. You did it. Bendensis over in Twitch. Best game with a lousy title. Worst game with an excellent title.
A Hat in Time. Best game with the worst title. I just really don't like that title. I'm sorry. It's a great game.
Yeah,
I hate the title. Best game with the worst title. There we go. Worst game with the best title.
My usual go-to is oh my god, I'm even gonna forget the title. Is the Aloy, the PlayStation 4 dinosaur robot.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Horizon Zero Dawn is a stupid name.
Yes.
Horizon Zero Dawn is a stupid name for a game that I genuinely love.
Okay. I remember saying when I reviewed Lichdom Battle Mage and invented the dry heave thing.
Yeah.
I'm saying if it had just been called Battle Mage, that's a great title. Tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah, Battle Mage is great. I'm sure it exists already, right? Battle Mage?
Not... No, probably now. I don't know if it did at the time.
Fair. Fair. But yeah, Battle Mage is a great name. I gotta like open up my Steam account to see what games I have played recently to give you an example of a bad game with a good title. I mean, there's lots of bad games in general.
Yeah. I mean, what was the last? What was the last game I completely trashed? Star Wars Outlaws. That was I trashed that.
Outlaws, yeah, it's a mediocre title. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah, and also it clashes with the Star Wars part because it rhymes.
Star Wars Outlaws. Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
Sort of a. So that's a game that sucks and has a bad title, which isn't really what we're looking for.
Yeah. There's a I don't know. It's easy for me to forget games that I do not enjoy. I remove them from my brain because I do not enjoy them.
Yeah, you play a lot of indie games, don't you?
I do. I play a lot of very tiny indie games.
I wish I had more time to play all the indie games that exist. That's partly why I wanted to start doing Yahtzee tries, you know? Gives me an excuse to play things I haven't got an excuse to play otherwise. I mean, this week I'm playing Plucky Squire, the Dead Rising remaster, and the new Persona-like RPG that we just got a review code for.
Oh. Well, see, there you go. You're doing so much.
I played enough of the Dead Rising remaster to go, yep, this is basically just Dead Rising, the game I've played before. Only now all the characters give me strong Uncanny Valley vibes.
Ooh, okay. Okay, here we go. Here is a game that I think has a really great title. The title helped sell me on the game, which is The Witch Knight. Okay, yeah. The Witch Knight is a very good title, in my opinion.
It's a witch, they're a knight. Will perhaps the plot involve them being torn between their two worlds of being both a witch and a knight? Will there be a scene of them trying to decide what sort of hat they're going to wear when they get up in the morning? Will it be the big pointy traffic cone hat, or are we going with the full armored helmet?
Exactly. So many decisions to be made.
Honest, sort of makes me think it's probably a rip-off of The Witcher, though, thinking about it.
Oh, very much not. Very much not that.
Okay. What was it then?
It is a. I got to remember a little bit about it. Oh, by the way, very positive in reviews overall. So a lot of other people really liked this. It's basically a 2D shoot 'em up a game in which you, the Witch Knight, you kind of go through and 2D shmup, easy peasy. It tries to incorporate some deck building mechanics into it. And I don't think it incorporates it very well at all, and it did not work for me. In fact, I hit a point in which I was unable to proceed because of the way the game was laid out. So, The Witch Knight, very good title, a game I did not enjoy.
Oh, people are just doing this for the memes now. Every game with a dog in it has to have a pet control. Look,
to be fair, this is the second in the series.
But this dog doesn't like it because this dog's a hard ass.
Yeah, this one's too cool to be pet. Yachts. I can't enjoy stuff.
Okay, we're back where we were with both grapple dogs.
Nice.
Oh no, it's the Golem.
Ooh. You know what? That's fun. Margaret Sellum, thank you for the tip. Says, Jack, random question here. Have you ever listened to the album The Point by Harry Nilsson? It seems like your type of humor. I apologize, I have not.
Didn't Harry Nilsson do Without You? Oh no, that's Dennis Nilsson.
Harry Nilsson. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I'm very, very sorry, Margaret. Shinzu.
Was Dennis Nilsson the serial killer? Look, someone called Nilsson did a cover of Without You that is like the most well-known version of that song.
I believe that's Harry Nilsson.
Okay.
Harry Nilsson does Without You.
And Dennis Nilsson is a serial killer.
Okay. John Lennon, before he passed, called Harry Nilsson his favorite American artist. I have no idea. I have never heard the name Harry Nilsson before this encounter.
Oh, this lady dog saved us, but it's not because she likes us or anything.
No, you're just getting in her way. Girl boss. Shinzu Akachi, thank you for the tip. I'm once again asking if you have tried Satisfactory. I have become completely obsessed since 1.0 launched. Seriously, send help.
I have played Satisfactory. I played it in early access. I have not yet played 1.0. I remember having fun.
Yes.
Oh, it's the thing that got broken up that we have to put back together to win the game.
Easy. Go through the levels, collect the things, put back together the thing.
There you go.
There you go.
It's like Astro Bot.
Keep it simple.
Astro Bot was about putting together a PlayStation 5 because PlayStation 5 is the magical, wonderful box of dreams that will save the world.
I like it that Sony's being a little subtle about their marketing now. I think that's great.
Yeah, real subtle. They only like 3 of the splats got in my face.
I get it. I do. I really enjoy games like that, like Satisfactory. They all get far too complicated for me far too quickly, so I usually lose interest because my brain can't handle it when they get too complicated. But I played one recently called Node Farm. That's very satisfactory. We have to set up a little farm and make dishes to feed monsters, and you have to feed them faster than their hunger meter rises. So you have to be more efficient with your food production. I thought it was really neat.
Gotcha. Do you remember much about the plot of the first game? Grapple Dog?
Grapple Dog? Oh, nope. Nope, I probably did the same thing you're doing, which is get to the grappling.
Yeah. You tend to do that, don't you?
I sure do.
But this seems to be going for a very sort of epic, oh, great hero, you have been summoned to this dimension to save us from this galaxy-threatening mystical force.
Ooh, fun.
And
I think
be
I'm
assisted
pretty
by
sure.
Hey, there's our girlfriend. Now we've got something to snog.
Is your girlfriend going to be jealous of the dark and grim girlfriend of your
Well,
goth girlfriend?
Now the goth girlfriend is the one who's going to be jealous, and she will lash out, and she won't understand why until she comes to terms with her feelings in the final act.
And then you thruple. Congratulations.
Yeah. So everyone gets to hold
Thruple.
one of the two dogs both get to hold one of the bunny's ears, and from there I leave the rest to your imagination.
That'll be the third game, the thruple dog. It's about it's a balancing game. Who washes the dishes?
It's polyamor rough.
Nice. SCS Guru 2000, thank you for the tip. My biggest problem with Forbidden West was all the sense of mystery and discovery of the first game was no longer present. 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I remember saying that it had sort of Jedi Survivor syndrome, and that the protagonist has sort of already gone through their arc in the last game. So now they've got nothing to do but swan around being competent all day.
Right. They are nothing but competent, but they will still be treated and act like this is their first time on a mission ever. Yeah. Very upsetting.
Yeah, especially in Jedi Survivor. I mean, you could be fighting like 3 shitty stormtroopers after murdering like 500 of their friends right in front of them. And the last one who's still alive will say, "Ha, now I will get all the glory," and continue fighting with absolutely no second thoughts.
Right. Timmy Guidati, thank you for the YouTube tip. Got one of those Adventure is Nigh shirts. Looking forward to more. Absolutely.
Buy yourself a plush while you're at it. Then you can have a thing to wrap the shirt around when you're not wearing it.
Ooh, that's right. Over at our Shark Robot store, shirts, plushes. We got a whole bunch of stuff coming up. It's going to be very, very exciting. Merchandising. I'm just excited.
Merchandising.
Second win the coffee mug. Second win the breakfast cereal.
Second win the flamethrower. Visual gag.
May the Schwartz be with you.
Spaceballs is the reference we are making. Thanks for playing.
Yes. Yahtzee and I are talking about an old movie. Ha ha ha. Ishmo, thank you for the $10 tip. Question for both. Is there a dead game series that you love that you've been forced to find a replacement for? In my case, the Plague Tales series kind of fills the Splinter Cell-shaped hole in my heart.
Huh, if you say so. Yes, Silent Hill. I continue to play new horror games, hoping that perhaps one day the second coming of my horror waifu will return. I mean, I'm not discounting the remake being enjoyable. It just won't be the original Silent Hill 2.
Right. It kind of sounds like you're discounting the remake being horrible.
Well, I have my misgivings, mainly centered around the developer not having proved themselves to me, and Chase Camera 3D being completely unsuitable for the psychological horror vibe. But, you know, I haven't played it yet. I'm ready to be proved wrong.
And for me, all of my I am a glut. I am in a glut of roguelikes, Metroidvanias, silly action platformers with grapple hooks, as we see here with Grapple Dog. All of the games that I love are being well represented. So I am not hungry.
Oh, okay. See, the thing about being hungry is that you can't really be hungry for something you don't know you want. I just keep playing new games and hope that I will find that occasional holy grail of the thing I didn't know I wanted, but now absolutely love.
Yeah, I can be down with that. I can be down with that. I think, like, you know, one game that really surprised me this year was that mini shoot game, the Zelda-like, you know, twin stick shooter where you play as a spaceship.
Yeah,
that is a game I wouldn't have normally picked up.
Hey, let's snog. Let's snog Twitter logo face rabbit lady.
There is no, as far as I remember, there is no romancing in Grapple Dog. Stop trying to romance all the NPCs, yes.
I'm not trying to romance all the NPCs. I'm
so
just,
far
trying to romance the one that snogged me in the intro. I think if a character at any point is in a snogging relationship with you, there should be a contextual snog button over them at all times. You know, like hugging in Spiritfarer.
Instead of that's how you like skip their dialogue, you know, just like making their dialogue go away, you start kissing them, and that's what makes them shut up.
Yeah.
Love it. I'm there for it.
Sounds like my marriage.
Oh, take my wife, please.
Just kidding, my love. See, I can never predict when she's going to watch my stuff.
She'll watch that. She'll just watch it during that segment and that segment alone.
Sometimes, like the other day, I got a message from her referencing one of my hilarious ad reads in which I reference my wife.
Mm-hmm.
Not the Manscaped one. Don't know if she's seen that one yet.
Monkey news. Yeah, well, that's fair.
Monkey news? Is that
Monkey news?
Is that a reference?
I don't know. It says monkey news.
Is that a reference to the Ricky Gervais podcast?
I don't think it's anything that clever. I think they have monkeys that live here, and there's a monkey news station. I think this is one of those try not to think so hard about it.
I can't help it.
Yahtzee, be dumber. Just be dumber.
I can't be dumber. I went to a grammar school.
Well, you did just fall directly into things that were very obviously spikes. So.
I was experimenting. I mean, I didn't think that shit was water at first. That could have been cake.
I guess it could have been cake. Oh, hold on. You're electrified. Interesting. Ryan Wolf, thank you for the tip over on YouTube.
Now it's Sonic the Hedgehog.
Right. What happens if you light up, or can you light up the whole thing?
I assume that's what I did.
Oh, no, you can't. Okay. I was thinking that all the lights stayed on until you left, and then it would be like a little puzzle where if you light up the whole grid, you get a special bonus prize. But that's not true. Ishmo, question for you both is I did that one already. Hooray. Dead Game Series. Bedinsis, the post-ad animation in the latest fully Ramblo video was funny.
I always try to make the ads sound like they come from me. You don't want to sound inauthentic or anything.
No, that's good.
And I like to think our advertisers understand that.
I mean, for what they allow you to say in their ads, I would really hope so.
Hey, as long as people remember the name, right?
Exactly. Joseph Eastham. Whatever your last name is, Joseph. Maybe Eastham. I want to say Eastham, but I don't know. It could be either. Will Jack play Space Marine 2? Short, sweet, and violent. Probably.
Are you a Warhammer man?
I'm not a Warhammer man. Some might argue then not a man at all.
And then other people would argue that they're just saying that ironically.
Yeah. I saw the comment section. That's some wishy-washy bullshit. Either you're being ironic or you're not.
Yes, Jack and I and some of the other boys in the team had a bit of an argument this morning in like the team chat. We were discussing if it is possible, brace yourselves chat, to be both funny and cool. Jack was arguing that it is not possible to be both funny and cool.
Correct.
I was arguing that John Belushi would be an example of someone who was both funny and cool. And then Jack said that it was trying to be both funny and cool that killed him. And I'd like to think it was probably more the heroin.
Well, but that's the thing. He was trying to live in both worlds. And in order to be funny, you need to sacrifice a bit of your cool. You need to allow yourself a little more humility and self-awareness than cool people have. And it was trying to bridge those two worlds that was possibly what led him to the life of debauchery that ended up killing him. Yes. Was my theory. Well, we came up with a few examples. I want to say one of the strongest. Casey brought up Will Smith, especially during the Fresh Prince era, in which he was very effortlessly able to be incredibly goofy but incredibly cool.
And I also mentioned Eddie Izzard as someone who's can be cool while they're being funny.
I think there's less cool and more funny there. That's just, obviously a lot of this is just personal opinion as well.
Okay, yes. I think the mistake you're making there, Jack, is you're trying to apply a hard and fast rule to comedy. What it is and is not funny. And basically, there's no real hard and fast rule in comedy. The only real hard and fast rule in comedy is that if it makes you laugh, then it works.
Oh, of course. But I think in general, the general sentiment of in order to be funny, you need a lack of cool. I can't quite articulate how I want to here, which is in order to be funny, you need to look stupid.
I think it used to be the accepted orthodoxy that there always had to be threes in jokes.
Yeah.
But then in more recent years, we discovered that if you keep repeating yourself, then eventually it becomes funny again. If you and then the fact that you're repeating it so many times becomes the joke.
Exactly. But part of that is because there is a ridiculousness in you repeating the same thing over and over again, which a cool person would be way too cool to do.
Yes,
a cool person has a casual confidence about them. A cool person is effortless, whereas comedy takes trying, and trying, that ain't cool at all, friend.
I think there are people who are effortlessly funny. I would classify, as I said to you earlier, Rowan Atkinson as someone who really makes being funny look easy. Because he's just got a sort of natural comedy energy. And he can also play cool, if you've ever watched him in Blackadder or something like that.
And I want to say I referenced specifically Johnny English as kind of an example of kind of being cool as the joke. I think Rowan Atkinson puts an incredible amount of effort into his comedy.
But he's still cool.
Absolutely not. I apologize. There is no. You look at Mr. Bean and tell me that man is cool.
You watch Blackadder Series 2 and tell me he's not.
Rowan Atkinson, confirmed not cool. I will not allow. This was early. Okay, Jesse Galena was trying to say that Sean Connery as James Bond was not cool, and everyone agreed that was mathematically incorrect.
Don't bring out an argument you won that is irrelevant to the current argument.
I do the same argument for Rowan Atkinson. That man is not cool and revels in how not cool he is.
All right, here's another one for you. Hugh Laurie.
Oh fuck. That's
primarily a comedic actor, and then transitioned to dramatic acting. Also an extremely talented musician.
Fuck. Oh, that's a really good example. That's up there with Will Smith as far as incredibly cool and incredibly funny. What I will say, though, is because these examples are relatively rare, these are the exceptions that make the rule. They are so rare that the rule must exist.
Well, that's reaching a bit.
Sure, 100%. Well, this was my stupid theory, so I got to defend it. But by the way, Hugh Laurie, spot on. That's a great example. SVS Guru 2000 has been a member of the Green Gang for 10 months. Thank you for that support, SVS Guru. Second Wind Anti-Flatulence Medicine. Yes, that's our new brand over at Shark Robot of our anti-gas pills.
Yeah, just reference something that just happened that you were talking over. There was a little like interstitial where this character did a superhero landing. Landed on one knee with one arm down.
Oh, sure, the 3-point landing? Yeah.
Yes, and it occurred to me that the hand that was on the ground had very human-like fingers, and it looked extremely grotesque. Maybe go back in the board and see if you agree, viewers. No dog character should have anything but a doggy paw on the end of their arms. I mean, granted, how are they holding on to the gun? And granted, that's clearly the most important aspect of this character.
That's fair. It should look like a dog paw. I can agree with that. Yeah. Yep. Giotani. Been a member of the Tip Mark for 10 months. Just hold on. Yahtzee's grunting through your membership. Hold on.
Sorry, I was doing some tricky wall jumps.
You did it. You did it. DMB Land 99. Thank you for the donation, Jesse. When you make the edited version, please add in a random Yahtzee themed jump scare. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll just leave that to Jesse's imagination.
That's the magic of Jesse. That's the magic of Jesse. Ishmu, thank you for the tip. In that case, this tip for everyone at Second Wind hoping to have their broken game heart mended. Don't share any of the money with Jack. Oh. Because my broken games are being made.
There you go.
There you go. Fine.
Yeah, nothing is really gone. As
don't you do it. Don't you do it, Yachts. We're not bringing that up. We talked politics earlier. We can't talk about Star Wars and politics in the same stream. Bad things will happen.
Yeah. And Warhammer 40k.
Yes, yeah, we are treading that summons the worst of the internet. Ishmo, thank you again. You did that one already. LOTR fan 193, thank you for the tip. I'm playing Spiritfarer right now. Giovanni's farewell speech is always the one that gets to me.
It's the hedgehog for me.
What a glorious game.
Yeah, probably there's a personality assessment in that. Which character in Spiritfarer most makes you blub?
Oh, yeah. Someone in the chat is mentioning Jackie Chan as a character that is both cool and funny. Incorrect. Jackie Chan is incredibly not cool and uses that for his jokes all the time.
Yeah, that's the point, isn't it? He plays uncool characters who can also kick ass.
Correct. The amount of gags that he puts in where he injures himself while fighting is something a cool person would never let happen, would never allow. Jackie Chan, not cool, incredibly talented, and funny. As well. Yes, and you over in the Twitch chat are far too cool to listen to. I am watching the Twitch chat. Sometimes you're just not saying anything, though, that I can talk about. So I go over to YouTube, too.
Yeah, the money's in YouTube. What are you doing in Twitch chat?
Sorry, but I see your biddies. I see your highlighted contents. I'm trying to get to them. I'm trying to go back and forth. Marty Feldman was funny and cool. Jari, who's Marty Feldman?
You know, he was the bug-eyed guy who was Igor in Young Frankenstein.
Get right out of town. Get right out of town. That man's not cool. That man's not cool. And keep in mind, y'all, cool does not equate bad. Or cool does not equate good. Not cool does not equate bad. Cool is a casual confidence.
Yeah, yeah. It also it means temperature below normal and emotionally dead is also another word that cool can mean.
So therefore, if you're doing comedy, you cannot be emotionally dead. You have to utilize your emotions for your comedy.
Oh, someone in the chat mentions Matt Berry. Would you describe Matt Berry as cool and funny?
Oh, I do like Matt Berry, but I don't believe that man is cool.
Well, I'm sorry to differ.
You think any British comedian is cool? You got your Suede.
My bias.
Yeah, you're biased. Yeah.
Well, maybe I think British people generally are cool. I mean, that's James Bond, isn't it?
British people start their existence, start their knowledge as not cool. James Bond is a fictional character that British people aspire to be.
Wow.
British people are far too uptight and clever to be cool.
British people have government-funded healthcare. That's pretty cool.
Damn it, you got me there. That is pretty cool. You're right.
Okay, well, at the risk of sounding racist, what is the most inherently cool people of the world?
Son of a bitch, we're definitely not going there. No.
Okay.
It's not British people. That's all I can say.
Well, if you could imagine a really cool person, your image of the coolest person in the world, and that cool person's going on holiday, where's he going? Or she?
The coolest when we were talking about this earlier, the coolest person that I envisioned was John Hamm.
Okay, where does John Hamm take his vacations?
Oh, I mean, wherever he wants to. See, this is the thing. Like, cool people won't care. They'll just go someplace and cool things will happen.
Oh, you're avoiding the spirit of the question.
100% Yahtzee. Zon Lord, thank you for the biddies over in Twitch. My thanks to Yahtzee for your Hinterberg review. I played it the way you recommended, taking my time and building relationships instead of prioritizing the dungeon, and I had a wonderful time with it. You are awesome.
Good on ya. Yes. Not a bad game, that. I was thinking about what's going to be in my top 5 this year. I feel like it's going to be a good year for indies in my top 5. But I kind of think Astro Bot might be getting in there somewhere.
Really?
Yeah.
I've heard nothing but good things about it. Nothing but good things.
Well, let's say this. It is, in itself, a very fun game.
Oh. That's a very unusual modifier.
I have a number of points to make in my upcoming review. Very few of which are referring to the actual inherent fun of the game. It's more about philosophy than anything else.
Oh. All right. Interesting. 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 Fungus Finder is testing to see the lowest amount of bits I will read someone's comment for. Interesting, Fungus Finder. I'm not even going to read your comment. I'm just going to say what you're doing.
Ooh,
so
cosmetics.
That's too low. Ooh.
We can dress up Pablo in red, green, or pink.
Ooh, well, there you go, yeah. Am I going to try Astro Bot? Maybe one of these days.
Do you have a PS5?
I do have a PS5.
When was the last time you played anything on your PS5?
Yeah, it's been a hot dang minute.
Yeah, same here.
It is my Blu-ray player.
It's my dust gathering machine. and very occasional stubborn exclusive player.
Yep. That's exactly what it is at the moment. So I don't know. I also might not be bothered. We'll see. I'm sure maybe I'll wait till it goes on sale. It seems like a lovely game. It seems like a lovely experience. It also, like, as we were talking about, like, it doesn't seem to do anything necessarily special or engaging in a way that will make me tingle. Sometimes I just want to tingle, chat.
Well, you know, there's being explosively new, and there's just doing something that's established but doing everything right. The way Fortnite took over from PUBG as the battle royale of choice.
Sure.
It's a lot like, if you liked Mario Galaxy, Astro Bot is very Mario Galaxy-esque.
Oh, great. I did not like Mario Galaxy. So
never mind. Never mind then.
Oh, I apologize. You said Galaxy. I heard Odyssey. I did like Mario Galaxy.
Why? Hang on.
Hey.
Why would you like Mario Galaxy but not like Mario Odyssey?
I did not like the swapping mechanics in Odyssey. Felt forced and limited. So I did not gimmicky, yeah. And so every little level had like a little gimmick to it, and then but it was too short. Where it's like, oh, there's only one way to solve this, and it's not necessarily through my skill. I just used the gimmick, and I didn't much care for it.
Huh.
I'm not saying it was bad. Just didn't spark tingles.
Well, that sure was a take.
A take many people disagree with, and I'm fine with it. Didn't tingle me.
Okay.
Yachts. Did it tingle you? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I like Odyssey more than Galaxy.
Whoa.
But then I kind of prefer the open-ended map to the linear succession of challenges model. You know?
Wait a minute. I thought Galaxy was the more open map.
No, Galaxy's basically just, here's a challenge, now get teleported to the next bit of map where there's another challenge.
Oh, fair. That's fair.
Odyssey is the one with open-ended, like sandboxy hub maps that you explore and find hidden moons all over the place.
Yeah. And, part of it was fun. Part of it was not fun. For me. Pure Pyro, thank you for the tip. Is Jack still watching Doctor Who? Favorite Doctor? I'm not. I haven't watched Doctor Who in quite a long time.
When did you drop off?
Right before Matt Smith left. I was petering off when Matt Smith was still the Doctor, and it just got too dang stupid.
Yeah, I petered off while David Tennant was still the Doctor, I think.
Sure. A phrase that I like is a friend of mine used recently. It got lost in its own sauce. It started smelling its own farts.
I've said that. But then I was always an appreciator of classic Doctor Who. Tom Baker, Peter Davison, all of them. John Pertwee.
Yeah.
And I always felt like the new Doctor Who had this vibe of having been made by fans.
Yeah.
And having been made by fans, it's a little bit too in love with itself.
And I think there's room for that in any medium, and I felt like eventually it got too in love with itself.
Yeah.
Yeah. The moment
I'm sucking at this.
The moment I started to peter off was the episode with Amy Pond and Matt Smith, and the silence has infected. Or the angels have infected Amy Pond, and she starts counting down, right? And she doesn't know why she's counting down, but man, when she hits 0, something bad is going to happen, and that was a really creepy narrative. And she's talking, and all of a sudden it's like 10, and as she's talking, you never really know what's happening. 9, and she just keeps on talking 8, and it's creepier and creepier every time she talks. She keeps counting down, and eventually she's like, "Why are you making me count down?" And the angels say, "To fuck with you." And it's like, oh, that's incredibly disappointing. That went nowhere.
Was that during Stephen Moffat's tenure?
It sure as hell was.
That does sound like Stephen Moffat writing. If you ever seen H Bomber Guy's wonderful video on why Sherlock sucks,
I have, and I agree.
he goes into a lot of detail as to Stephen Moffat's deficiencies as a writer.
Right, and Stephen Moffat, who also is, by the way, can be a very talented writer. I think he's one of those people that works better with someone to rein him in a little bit.
It works better when he's not like doing a long form thing where he can just set up exciting things that are going to happen in the future that he never actually has to write.
Right. Exactly. So yeah, that's where I am. I want to say I tried watching an episode here or there of like a newer Doctor. Like I was very excited because I like Jodie Whittaker as an actress. Just never locked on to her as the Doctor, and just kind of petered off. Like, this isn't for me anymore. So it's fine. It's fine. Zonlord, thank you for.
Oh shit! It's time to switch games.
Oh shit! It's 4 o'clock already, Yachts. You've been grappling dogs too hard.
Well, rather fun game. I reserve judgment for when I'm writing the review.
There you go. Great. Zonlord, PS5 reminds me of X-Bone, the Xbox One. Watch TV. Yeah, agreed. It's that's all the PS5 is for me right now, is a Blu-ray player. I still have it because I still want to play Bloodborne every once in a while. And that's about it.
Our next game is I Am Your Beast, which is a first-person action game, which I would describe as being Hotline Miami-esque, with a little bit of Children of the Sun mixed in.
Okay.
It's a little bit loud on my end. I'm just going to turn it down a spot.
Great. Turn down for what?
It doesn't look like I can reset the save, but that's okay. We could just start on the first level here.
Sure. Zonlord again, thank you for the biddy. Talking about Doctor Who, that's both a good thing and a bad thing when you dropped off. As far as I'm concerned, Peter Capaldi is the single best Doctor of all time, but his Kerr had some of the worst... his Kerr? I don't know. His time as the Doctor had some of the worst episodes, largely because of Clara. This is my show now, Oswald.
Peter Capaldi's just a really cool actor. You should watch The Thick of It.
Peter Capaldi is phenomenal, yeah.
Oh boy, this is one of those games with one of those horrible depths of field that make you feel like you're drunk.
Can you turn it off?
Oh, blimey. Well,
that's what I usually do.
Field of view.
Whoa. Oh yeah, I'm seeing that gameplay now. Whoa.
Is that any better?
Whoa. I don't have to look at the screen. You're the one who has to. Did that title just say, did I tell you that one time I saw a bird?
No, that's the opposite direction to what I wanted, field of view.
Pyroclasm719, thank you for the tip over on YouTube. Hello, I wanted to know if anyone over at Second Wind had heard about or looked into the game Forever Winter. It seems applicably niche in its goal.
Nope, don't think I know that one. Is it good?
Let's see here. Forever Winter game. Forever Winter is a co-op tactical survival horror shooter.
I wouldn't have called that from the title. It sounded like it was going to be one of them cozy games where you run a ski slope or something.
The art looks really sick. Really good creature design. Really good player design. It's an early access game. I'll keep a tab open. Pyroclasm. I don't know if anyone else in the team has heard it. Yahtzee and I have not. Relatively new.
Okay, we're some kind of badass dude who lives in the forest.
Fuck yeah.
Some nasty thugs have invaded our space.
Fuck yeah.
Now we're gonna have to... What's that character who's like the completely overblown stereotype of the macho American dude?
There's a lot of those characters. What do you... In what?
I think someone wrote books about him, and now there's like a TV show.
Oh, Jack Reacher?
Yes, that one.
Yeah, fuck yeah. You're Beefcake Columbo, punching people who are bad.
Yeah.
We were just talking about that over on the Rewind. New Netflix movie Rebel Ridge just came out, which is basically Reacher but sleazy. So it's a sleazy Reacher. Okay. If you're into that. Which also... Whoa.
I'm getting some super hot vibes as well.
Oh, okay.
We catch guns that fly through the air.
Ooh.
Oh, and there's quite a few El Paso Elsewhere vibes as well, in that it literally has the same voice actor.
I'm not going.
All right, I'm seeing you, like I'm far back enough in the stream, I'm just seeing you kind of bounce through trees at the moment.
Wow, you're a ways back.
That's where I am.
Do I not have the stream up on Discord for you to look at?
You don't. And don't worry about it. Don't worry about getting it up there. I'll watch in the past.
There, now
Oh, you did it anyway, you son of a bee!
All right.
There we go. All right, now I see you streaming real time.
I know who you are.
H-bomb is the best thing that came out of the UK. We love an H-bomber guy here at Second Wind.
We sure do. I got a selfie with him at GDC.
What?
I know.
You lucky dog. It was too late over at PAX West. I didn't realize it until after the convention was over. I thought a couple times that I saw Folding Ideas there, Dan Olsen.
Oh, well, that's the sort of thing he'd be at.
Well, and I love Folding Ideas. I love his videos. A beautiful, beautiful video essay, Folding Ideas. But, I saw him and I was like, that looked like Dan Olsen. No, that can't be him. He wouldn't be here. And I found out later it really was him. He was there, and I had an opportunity to say, hey, I enjoy your stuff, and I missed it. Gosh darn it, Dan Olsen. I thought, you know what? I thought he was too cool to be there. I'll be honest with you.
I almost ran into Mark Brown at Game Maker's Toolkit at GDC, and I only know this because we have footage of me walking around, and there's a shot of me literally in the same shot as Mark Brown, and not noticing that Mark Brown is there.
Oh. Damn.
All right, let's kill some thugs.
Yeah. Give him the sleazy reacher. SVS Guru 2000, thank you for the tip over on YouTube, who says, I think Conan O'Brien is effortlessly funny. All the other talk show hosts seems like they need writers at all time.
He's got a pistol.
At all times. What I will say, SVS Guru, is if you watch Conan's little documentary he made after he left the Tonight Show, you will see how not effortlessly funny he is. That man thinks a lot about being funny. Not saying he's not funny. I'm saying he puts a ton of work into being funny. I think he's a very funny man, but I think he puts a lot of work into it. Also, not a cool dude.
Oh, I was supposed to be getting throwing knife kills. Oh, sorry, game.
Oh. Do they... can you not beat the level unless you kill with enough throwing knives, or what?
No, I think that's just extra, shit to do.
Style points.
Yeah.
Great.
Man. I didn't even get past B. I'm going to try again.
That's fair. Ja Ree, thank you for the biddies. Jack just dropped into his Kipper Kids impression. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. Zon Lord, suddenly we're playing Fuzzy Lumpkins, Get Out of My Property. That's the game? These are my woods.
Where are the knives? I need a knife. You've got a knife.
Oh. Templar says, Dan Olsen was there. He actually wanted to see you based on his last stream. Damn it! I got to reach out to him. I'll reach out to him via social media and be like, hey, do you want to be social media mutuals? We'll be friends on the internet. It'll be great. Sovereign. Sovereign, thank you for the tip over on YouTube. I would nominate Dr. Perry Cox from Scrubs as a character who is both cool and pretty damn funny. Tell me I'm wrong.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, you're wrong. Dr. Cox, the character, definitely not funny, is very cool. The actor who plays Dr. Cox, oh, he's both funny and cool. He's just a good actor. I don't know if that counts as funny. That's where we get into like that's where we get into a slippery slope. That's where we really get into the grease of it all, which is like we were talking when we were talking internally about Bill Murray. Is Bill Murray someone who is funny and cool, or is he just like a good comedic actor?
Look, if I go to the bathroom, they'll get me, okay? And if I just up and shit.
Tee-hee. Rawr.
Oh my
Hey.
God! Is there no fall damage in this game?
I guess not.
Headshot, folks.
Because that was impressive.
Blech.
Yep. And I see you in YouTube atting me that I am both funny and cool, and you're just wrong. Come on, you guys, no one thinks I'm cool, and I'm okay with that. Some people don't think I'm funny. I'm also okay with that. We do what we can. Fuzzy Lumpkins is a Powerpuff Girls villain. Sonlord. Now I know. Now I know. Extended Club Mix, thank you for the tip over on YouTube. Sorry, Jack. Matt Berry uses his comedy to fund his very cool music. Guy has great taste, and it oozes through his references in shows like Snuffbox. I love Matt Berry. I love Matt Berry so much. But Matt Berry has the ability to look ridiculous, which a cool person would not do.
I don't know. I think it's possible to be really cool with looking ridiculous, and in your own way, being cool because of that.
Oh, right. This is the great debate of our time. Clearly, this is the great debate of our time.
Ow. I'm not very good at this.
Matt Berry was in the Fallout. Matt Berry does. He was in Fallout, and he does a voice in the new Fallout show, and it's a wonderful addition.
Damn it.
So much like Hotline Miami, this is one of those kind of it starts the same every time, and you just have to figure out the correct way to most efficiently kill everyone.
Why can I not jump on that guy's head? Why am I so bad at jumping on heads?
Right. Anixia, thank you. Green Gang member for 10 months. We appreciate that support. SVS Guru says, can you turn off view bobbing?
Oh, I like view bobbing. It makes me feel like I'm on a wonky cart and horse.
Oh, well, then there you go. Everyone wants to feel like they're on a wonky cart and horse. Do they not? CSI Freak 31. Thank you for the bits over in Twitch. What about Graham Norton? Is he funny? Cool. Jack, I think you are definitely cool and funny. Hey, I'm not taking that kind of sass from you, CSI Freak. I don't know enough about Graham Norton. I apologize.
He's a British camp entertainer.
Okay.
Who does a lot of interviews of very high-profile celebrities for some reason.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't mean to press try again. Sorry.
Oh. Denmark, thanks. Been a member of the Tip Jar for 10 months. We appreciate that support over in YouTube. And Pure Pyro, thank you for the tip. Says, what was the best era of SNL? Tina Fey? Will Ferrell?
I've made my home. What do you think I'm doing here?
Did you watch much SNL, Yachts?
I have never watched any SNL except for one clip of Christopher Walken smashing a... No, not Christopher Walken. Will Ferrell smashing a cowbell with Blue Oyster Cult, and then Christopher Walken walks in and says there needs to be more cowbell. That is the extent of the Saturday Night Live I have watched.
So from your opinion, the best era was the Will Ferrell era.
I suppose. Although I think I saw another skit with Stephen Colbert in it that I think was from Saturday Night Live that was simply called "Waiters Who Are Nauseated by Food," and I thought that was funny.
The one that is incredibly funny. That is a sketch from the Dana Carvey show.
Oh.
Which, by the way, if you ever want to watch a fantastic documentary, there is a documentary on the failed Dana Carvey show that he made after he left SNL, which featured future heavyweights like Steve Carell, Stephen Colbert, a ton of people who went on to become incredibly big and famous, got their start on this little show that failed so hard. The Dana Carvey show.
Oh, I fell down something. Let's try to get this jumping on someone thing sorted out.
There you go. There you go. You gotta jump on some heads. Fungus Finder, I will not laugh like Jimmy Carr. He honks. Honk, honk. Huh? Like he almost like inhale laughs. I don't even know if I know how. Right. As far as greatest eras of SNL, I think there are ups and downs throughout the years. I think there's been some incredibly funny modern eras. Sarah Sherman has added such a delightful irreverence to the modern SNL, where I just like it, any sketch that she writes. So I think there's been ups and downs throughout the years. The Sandler Farley era, Sandler Farley, David Spade, Norm Macdonald run. Fuck, that was huge. So I think there's been fantastic eras throughout the years. In general, I like SNL. I have not watched much of the new seasons, as it's just time. You just don't have time to watch everything. But I did.
Oh wait, I have seen more SNL. I saw a clip of Sarah Palin completely embarrassing herself once.
Oh, congratulations!
What era was that?
That was probably the Tina Fey era, because Tina Fey did a prominent Sarah Palin impression.
Right.
Yep.
Feels like that would probably have been pretty easy for Tina Fey.
Yes. Yeah, and
you're not dead.
Shoot him in the head.
Be less alive.
Now that is a great name for a game.
Be less alive.
Be less alive.
Oh,
that's your character's catchphrase.
The bloody authority that's trying to forcibly recruit me keeps blowing up my escape hatches. Oh, I fell down something again. Start again.
Start again.
I do quite like a game that's sort of neon whitey in the sense of constantly repeat the same sequence of actions until you can do them perfectly.
Yeah. Does this have, though, a super hot, let's zoom out and watch you do everything great now that you're done with it?
No.
Oh. I do think that is something that is a little wonderful and super hot, after all the slow-mo, to see it in real time, to see you just be a badass. That's a thing that is missing in this game. I forget if they let you do that in Hotline Miami, now that I think about it.
No, Katana Zero's got that.
Ah, nice. Impale kill.
I wish I could do a flying kick. I feel like a situation where a flying kick would have been nice.
Yes, but normally that would make you fall down. So they don't want you on the ground. Keep your feet on the ground, keep your head in the clouds, keep your gun in a gut.
Well, there are kinds of flying kicks where you don't have to fall down on the ground, are there not?
I have no idea. I don't know anything about karate. I only know Kung Fu Hustle and Kung Fu Panda. That's it.
I don't know where I'm going. This way. Out of time.
Oh, out of time. Fungus Finder says, Jack, can you sing Dick in the Box for us? No, that's copywritten. But that's another, like the Lonely Island, Sandberg era. That's another great era of SNL. The Sandberg era. Phenomenal SNL time. There's been a lot of ups and downs for SNL. You know, it's sketch comedy. I like sketch comedy in general.
You don't see much of it about these days.
It's all on the internet now. There's no need for it in shows anymore. It's on the internet.
I guess.
You don't need to be funny on TV anymore. There's funny on the internet.
Whee!
Sir George Lucas, being a funny man, can decide, is David Cross funny? What do you think about David Cross, Yahtzee? Any hot takes on David Cross?
You're gonna have to help me remember.
David Cross, comedy nerds will know him as one half of Mr. Show. Most people will know him as the in-the-closeted gay uncle on Arrested Development.
Okay, I still have no idea who that is.
Okay, great. I think David Cross is an incredibly funny comedic actor. As a writer and a stand-up, I have always found him to be too clever to be funny, if that makes any sense.
Okay. Too cool, perhaps?
Too cool? Yes!
Oh.
That's great! He's far too cool. Mr. Show is a show that you will watch it and you will say to yourself, wow, these jokes are incredibly well written and well told. Everything here is so funny, and you won't laugh once.
Kill no enemies. Piss off. What kind of game do you think this is, game?
Oh yes, Tobias Funke on Arrested Development. You know, if you remember correctly, he wanted to be in the Blue Man Group.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I blew myself. Yeah, the Never Nude. That is David Cross.
Oh. Yeah, he's pretty funny in Arrested Development.
I am.
Yeah.
And while I have your attention,
I'm not a huge fan of his stand-up comedy, and Mr. Show I always found too clever to be funny for my tastes. Though I think he's very, very talented.
the purpose of life is to find a box that you are well suited
Jarez says, "Get him, Yahtzee."
as long as you have the honor of doing so. You rejected
Well, I would, but the game's having a conversation with itself right now.
I see that.
I feel like we've been spending a lot of time going through the opening scene of the Rambo film, where the Colonel comes back to bring Rambo back out of retirement, and Rambo is reluctant.
You're talking about Rambo 2.
Yes.
Yeah, that's not Rambo.
And we're basically drawing out that entire sequence.
Oh.
Is this going to end with us actually going on the mission for the Colonel? It kind of seems like we're not going to.
So Rambo 3.
Okay.
That's, you know, Rambo 3, I believe was the best tonal shift in any movie series, in which the first Rambo movie is this poignant, solemn contemplation on war veterans and their post-traumatic stress syndrome. And by the time we get to Rambo 3, he's going back to war and fucking up people and loving every minute of it.
It's the classic misaimed fandom, as they say.
Ooh, yeah. Before people didn't understand Fight Club, people didn't understand Rambo.
Oh, speaking of Rambo, we can lay bear traps. That's cool. I want to lay a bear trap on someone. Except everyone's dead.
Well, there you go. They're dead. The first one is also not Rambo. Right. The first one is Rambo First Blood. You are correct.
Yeah.
And then there's Rambo First Blood Part 2. And then there's Rambo 3.
And there's these levels are pretty short for having to interrupt every single one of them with a little cutscene conversation.
The story, the lore, Yahtzee. Aren't you interested in the lore of the forest?
I found
Hang on, that was the wrong one.
Oh, never mind.
This one.
hello? Mr. Alphonse Harding?
You're lost, in case you didn't know. Using an old frequency, rest of the force changed over a couple days
Hold
ago.
on. Someone is trying to correct me on Rambo, and I want to see if they're correct.
Figured you might still be monitoring it, just in case.
You calling for Birkin?
The first Rambo movie is just called First Blood. You are correct.
One of the
It's
It's
just called
I'm
First
not
Blood.
here to die.
Because it's based on a book called First Blood.
Correct.
Now the word is you turned
The
down a
second movie. So the first movie is called First Blood. The second movie is called Rambo First Blood Part 2.
Cerberus, General Birkin is Hades. That isn't supposed to happen.
Interesting.
Understand the problem.
And then the third movie is called Rambo 3.
Do you know the story of the
And then, of course, we have Rambo,
You can definitely make this.
and then Rambo The Last Blood.
Okay, information.
That's a lot of Rambo.
Before it hits you.
In the original Rambo book, Rambo dies in the end.
You let me go.
I like that. That makes sense. That makes sense for the story.
She made it for me.
That just makes sense for the story.
Hello. Do we have a deal?
The fourth is the fourth is just Rambo
What's your name, man?
because that was part of the kind of like
Byron Ford.
reboot era where we got both Rambo and Rocky Balboa.
You got a deal.
Not Rocky Balboa,
Right.
which is a fantastic movie.
Okay.
I will not talk ill of Rocky Balboa, which is
Bring this entire
fantastic.
force down. You sift out Harding's bones later.
Look at this. So we're about a half hour into this game, Yahtzee.
Yes.
And so far, this looks, very much like Grapple Dog. This is just like, oh, this is our trick. We're doing it. How do you feel about it?
I like that about indie games. I wish more games could focus on one thing to do really well, and not try to cover every imaginable base.
And so I guess that my question is, first person, fast-paced combat, does this game do it really well?
I am the god of battle!
I don't know. I think it's a tough proposition in first person. I think third person combat, this sort of thing, works very well. But
Sure.
the sticking point with first person is visibility, awareness of one's surroundings,
Sure.
and unless you're willing to have your head on a swivel the whole time, this game makes that kind of hard.
Sure. Who was Jack named after? Like me, Jack? I was named after my uncle, or my great uncle, and I was named out of spite
Nice.
because my grandmother, my mother's mother, wanted a family name. And my uncle, Jack, is a Jonathan because Jack is short for Jonathan because stupid. And so instead of naming me Jonathan after my great uncle, my mom named me Jack. As a way to appease my grandmother and also spite her.
Okay, I killed all the mans.
You killed all the mens.
There we go.
Nice. Jack is short for Jonathan, El Cheshire. That is really true. Because of the Catholics, because there's only so many names in the Bible, and there's a lot of Jonathans. So we got Jonathans, we got Johns. We need another one because there's too many Jonathans.
Benjamin's a biblical name. Yahtzee
Ooh.
isn't. Don't know where the fuck Yahtzee comes from.
All right, hold on. I'm looking that up. Etymology of Yahtzee.
I think it's just referencing yachts, isn't it?
That's correct. The game's origins lie with a Canadian couple who played the game on their yacht and called it the yacht game.
That would mean that Harding has new encryption codes.
When they sold the game, the company that bought it combined the word yacht and a Z. Well, duh. But that's, I guess that's fun. So yeah, it was just a game played on a yacht.
There you go.
Good track to die
Oh,
to.
Yahtzee. I don't know who makes it. Have I played Spider-Man 2 yet? No. Oh, fuck, I haven't. You're right. That's a game that I want to play on the PS5. That's a good game. I should get that. I fucking love the Spider-Man games. Josh into Jack is entirely phonetic. It's like Dick from Richard or Peggy from Margaret. Peggy from Margaret is weird.
Yeah, how the fuck are you getting a P from Margaret?
Right?
Help me out here.
Yeah. It's weird. Like the Richard to Rich, the Richard to Rick to Rich kind of to Dick kind of makes sense, right? Like there's a line there. You know,
Sort of.
Jonathan to John to Jack, kind of. Peggy from Margaret is the weird thing.
Yeah. I mean, you know, Beth from Elizabeth. Fine.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Hank from Henry?
Right? That's weird. That's weird. Better than calling him Hen, I guess. Here's what they're saying. They're saying Margaret to Mag to Meg to Peg to Peggy.
I don't know how we get from Mag to Peg.
That's just one letter. Swap.
Is it just
Meg to Peg?
someone addressed their wife while they had a really bad cold, and
Whoa.
their face was really congested, and all their
Peg.
M's sounded like P's.
I need a potato Peg. I'm calling you Peg. Yeah, that could be. Cade Brockhausen says, sorry about the art the other day. Are you the one who drew the Borbus fanfic, the horny Borbus art? Do not apologize. That was, I mean, creepy but wonderful. Yeah, we have horny Borbus art.
Hey, this level won't let me play it till I get an A rank in something.
You do have an A rank in something.
I know. What's going on?
You need another A rank?
Earn grade A in levels times 1. I guess just need another A rank.
Yeah.
Well, let's do an easy level then.
How do you get Dick from Jonathan? You ask nicely.
I'll take watch. I'm fine. What do you mean you're fine? I haven't seen you piss all day, dude. The fuck do you watch me piss?
He's into that.
Stop deflecting. Converge on Harding.
Ned from Edward. Yeah, that makes sense. Ned from Ed. Just add another letter. I did enjoy that joke. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Names are weird. You know, names are weird. We're just, but it's fine. It's just like, what do you want to be called? That's fine. That's all I need. I don't care. How do you feel about referring to people by their last name only, Yahtzee?
Only if their last name is really cool.
Sure.
Like, you know, McGonagall.
McGonagall.
You're a loose cannon, McGonagall. I'm gonna take your badge.
You know, like, I think that I know people who exclusively refer to people by their last name. Like, that's their go-to, you know, nickname for everyone. It's just their last name.
Well, I went to an English grammar school, and that was usually what the teachers did. They just call you by your last name.
Uh-huh.
They'd say, why haven't you polished your shoes, Croshaw?
Oh. Okay. So for you, it just wouldn't work because of the authoritative nature of last names.
I guess. Just seems rather formal.
To me, it seems very bro-like. And then we're gonna have the greatest time. Listen here, Croshaw. We're doing like shots all night. You know, like that to me is it's a very laid back kind of thing. And I cannot and I refuse to be that kind of bro to only refer to people by their last name. You have never called a bro by their last name? That's a very bro move. No, I'm saying if you are a bro, if you are a bro archetype, you are referring to people by their last name.
Let's see Harding destroy this.
Okay.
Sir George Lucas says, last week Yahtzee named The Producers as his favorite Mel Brooks film. How do I feel about this? You like The Producer? I like The Producers. That's a fun flick.
Yes. Although, on reflection, I feel like I'm not so much a liker of Mel Brooks films as I am a liker of Gene Wilder films.
Fair. Very, very fair. There's a lot of Mel Brooks. Like if the question is, all the rest leave and you can never watch another Mel Brooks movie. You get to choose one in the archive because we're on a spaceship and we can only fit one Mel Brooks movie. I would have to go with Blazing Saddles.
I guess I would too under those circumstances.
That's the question. You can only have one.
I feel like there's more variety going on in Blazing Saddles and I'd get bored less.
Yes.
Producers is a bit tighter in terms of plotting.
Yeah, and Producers is great, but the jokes per minute in Blazing Saddles is unbeatable. Great times. Spaceballs is all right. I'm okay with Spaceballs. I'm okay with the history of the world.
I don't really like History of the World at all.
There's your hot take right there.
I also don't like basically any Mel Brooks film that doesn't have Gene Wilder in it.
They can vary in quality. Young Frankenstein, beautiful movie, obviously Gene Wilder. Beautiful movie. I'm trying to, what was it? I rewatched recently Robin Hood Men in Tights. Does not hold up.
No, I think I liked Spaceballs when I watched it as a kid, but I don't think it holds up so well as an adult.
I do wonder. Dracula Dead and Loving It, obviously a classic.
Let me know when you need to go to the bathroom. I'll take
It's a classic because it makes people make that noise.
I haven't seen you piss all day, dude. The fuck?
Yeah.
Stop deflecting.
So yeah, Blazing Saddles, beautiful movie. Beautiful movie. Yeah. Blazing Saddles and Young Frankenstein are great. The Producers is a great non-parody. Like, can you even call Blazing Saddles a parody, though?
A parody of what would be the question, I suppose.
Exactly. And so I think it probably started its life as a parody of Westerns, but then grew into its own thing.
Yeah.
Young Frankenstein is a stronger parody of just, kind of monster movies in general, Frankenstein in specific, like the Universal pictures. So that's a stronger parody. I don't know if I would call Blazing Saddles a parody.
I suppose it's a genre parody in the strictest sense.
It satirizes a lot of things.
It has satirical elements, granted.
Yeah, but satire is not parody, and so it's just like, yeah.
there's a lot of race politics satire in Blazing Saddles.
Hell yeah, exactly.
For example.
Which is why I think it kind of elevates it beyond any sort of even genre parody. It's really just a period piece.
What's that say? Yahtzee, if you want an A rank, don't bother with the bonus objectives, just book it. Well, I wish the game would say that. I feel like, you know, if it gives me a sub-objective, I feel like, you know, it expects you to do the sub-objectives.
Does it give you any more information on how points are scored?
Nope.
Ah, yeah. That's if you want, especially if you are locking levels behind scores, you got to give us some insight. Give the player some information. Give it a play. That's all we're asking for. SVS Guru 2000. Thanks for the tip on YouTube. In school, teachers switched to calling pupils by their last names in grade 10 to show that they are now being treated as adults.
Yeah, that's why they let you not wear uniforms since the 6th form.
Well, there you go.
Okay, that was super fast. What do you think of that game?
Wow. Boom. Boom. Holy fuck.
There you go.
Wow.
That's how you do it, apparently.
That seems less fun.
I know. I would have had a lot more fun killing everyone, if I'm honest.
They gave you more points for having less fun. Guess what, game? That's stupid.
Yeah, I wouldn't have minded if the game didn't mandate getting another A rank for in order to continue in the plot. Oh, Toffee's noshing his bollocks.
Yeah.
I just
All right.
paying.
Double finger. Thank you for the tip over on YouTube. BS is perhaps more a Blazing Saddles is perhaps more a deconstruction of westerns.
I don't know about that. It doesn't really address the genre tropes the way a deconstruction should.
Deconstruction is an oft misunderstood word.
I know, right? People say it when they're really talking about parody or satire.
Correct.
Like, something like... Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead is a deconstruction.
Of Shakespeare, or specifically of...
like, the fictional, you know, the trappings of fiction in as it applies to stage plays.
Gotcha. Okay.
Watchmen is a satire. The Naked Gun is a parody.
Ooh, nice. Very nice. And I think there is some gray area. When I was thinking of examples, and I think you can look at something like Shaun of the Dead, which
Yes, that is a parody.
Which obviously is a parody, but does some genre deconstruction within the parody. So it's a gray area.
The difference between parody and satire is that parody is usually done from a place of affection for the subject matter, whereas satire is always intended to criticize or analyze.
Ooh, interesting. I like that.
That's why Watchmen is a satire of superhero comics, because it's a criticism and analysis of superhero comics.
Ooh. Listen to Yahtzee. He's a smart guy. He says smart things.
Shotgun spotted.
Shaun of the Dead is a lot of different things. It's very good. It's just very well made.
Okay, I'm trying to survive enemy waves, game. Where's the next one?
You've done too well.
Apparently.
You survived too well.
And now this
Come on,
music's
Wave.
starting to do my head in. Hello.
Watchmen is satire. One Punch Man is a parody.
Yes.
Yeah. One Punch Man is a parody of anime tropes.
Yes. The shonen anime. Oh, there you are. There he was. He was there the whole time.
One dude?
Apparently. That's a wave now.
Wow. There you go. There you go. Jari, thank you for the biddies over in Twitch. For first For first Tom Stoppard reference I've heard on a game stream.
Well, you haven't been listening to me much, because I'm always saying that the Stanley Parable is video games equivalent to a Tom Stoppard play.
Alphonse, you there? It's
I like it.
Byron.
What's up?
I like it.
General Birkin just got 3 platoons of riflemen.
Do they have
I like it. SES Guru 2000, thank you for the tip over on YouTube. What if the intention is mockery, like Spaceballs?
I think mockery like that still comes from a place of affection. It's like a roast, you know?
Be worried?
about me?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I mean, it references, you know, Darth Vader wearing a big silly helmet out of sort of, you know, to have a fond pop at it, not to literally criticize the fact that no one would be wearing a big silly helmet like that.
Correct. It is not. It is not. I'm trying to think of a movie that satirizes Star Wars as an attempt to take it apart, as an attempt to, you know, as an attempt to talk down to it. I'm sure it exists, but you know, who the hell knows? No, there is still a reverence in their joking, in their mockery. Sir George Lucas, is the HBO Watchmen TV show any good? Yes, it's very good.
Yeah.
Top to bottom. Very good.
I haven't watched it myself.
Oh, it's very good. It's very good. It is a sequel to the comic books, not the movie.
I have heard that, yes.
Yes. And it is very, very good. Galaxy Quest to Star Trek. Exactly. Galaxy Quest, you know, is a basically, I don't even know if we can call that parody. That is a love letter.
Yeah. I'd say
That is an
pretty-
homage.
I think it's pretty clearly a parody.
Sure.
Oh, I thought that was a zip line, but apparently not.
That was a zip line. I was shocked you did not zip on that. Shocked, I say. Harry Sun 94, thank you for the tip over on YouTube. Got nothing to ask this morning, but here's some money for you lovely chaps. Thank you. Harry Sun.
Yay, thank you, Harry Sun 94.
Money.
Money.
We like money.
More cutscenes that I'm barely paying attention to.
The story, the lore.
Your access code. You need to send down.
You first.
Do you think this is a game?
There are no zip lines in this game. You can run across ropes by climbing trees. Well, that looked like a goddamn zip line.
I don't know who their commander
I'm not
officer is.
terribly disappointed, but you know, if there's a rope
mean-
at approximately hand height when you jump, it's
I know.
just a zip line.
Also, it's traversal focused game, and we're in the forest where zip lines usually are.
I don't know what kind of bird it is. Because I knew what
We're not taking points off of the game, but it was, you know, just mildly
keeping me
disappointing.
from my bird-shaped object is you sending another company of motherfuckers into my home. This can end whenever you decide.
And that's okay. Galaxy Quest is arguably one of the best Star Trek movies.
I've heard it
I
said
got-
that you know the rule where every other Star Trek movie is good.
Yes, I do know that rule.
I've heard it said that that rule still works if you factor in Galaxy Quest.
All right, I'm down. I'm down. A lot of the next gen movies were bad, though. When did
Yeah.
Galaxy Quest come out? Hold on. Star Trek movies. List of Star Trek films. And then Galaxy Quest. Galaxy Quest came out in 1999. All right, so we have Star Trek the Motion Picture. I don't think is very good. Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan is very good. Star Trek III, The Search for Spock, not very good. The Voyage Home, pretty good. Final Frontier, not good. Undiscovered Country, pretty okay. Those are the original Star Trek movies. Then we have The Star Trek Generation, Star Trek First Contact, Star Trek Insurrection, all before Galaxy Quest. So what you would be saying there is that Star Trek First Contact is a good movie.
Okay. I mean, some people like it.
Not the worst of the next gen movies. Not
It's-
the worst.
The Borg's in it.
Yeah. Yeah. I unironically love Star Trek the Motion Picture. I like it too. I don't think it's a good movie. But I like it because I am there for 30 unbroken minutes of awe and spectacle seeing the Starship Enterprise on a big screen. It's just not good. It's just boring. And that's okay. SVS Guru, thank you for the tip over in YouTube. That rule was broken with the latest of the JJ movies. They were all terrible. You shut your dirty mouth.
Did you see that?
Star Trek the first was all right, and Star Trek Beyond was really great. Not an Abrams. But Star Trek Beyond was great. That was a great Star Trek movie. And Star Trek the Star Trek was an okay movie. Into Darkness is terrible. I can be with you there. Beyond was really good. Beyond's very, very good. Not a J.J. Abrams though. That's a Justin Lin movie. They made Star Trek Fast and or Furious. Simon Pegg was in all of the new Star Trek movies. Jack is wrong. That's fine. I've been wrong before.
Opinions, eh?
My opinions are wrong quite often, Yahtzee. I don't know if you know that about me. It's all my hot takes.
Dudes, come back, dudes.
Oh, I thought you said boobs. Come back, boobs.
Okay, they're all dead now. Are you happy, game? Can I go home?
The game is not happy. It wants you to do it faster.
Well, suck my dick.
No, it wants you to do it faster.
This is like fucking Sonic the Hedgehog. You play one of those recent Sonic the Hedgehog games where you go as fast as you possibly can, and then it gives you a fucking C, and then Sonic calls you a twat.
You didn't play right. Not radical. Yeah. You're not being radical enough for the game, Yahtzee. You have to be more radical.
Turns out I'm still good.
I mean, I'm trying to do flying kicks as much as I can.
Is that radical?
I can stop, but if he doesn't,
Does that give you radical
back
points?
to the life I was living.
I don't know.
No matter what,
I think it's pretty radical.
Does it give you radical points?
Well, it's radical. I'm not sure it's rad.
conscience.
That's the important distinction that we all need to make. The difference between radical and just rad.
It's a duck. Probably.
Someone in the Twitch chat saying they are not 100% on the Wrath of Khan hype train. God, come on, man. That Wrath of Khan's sick as hell.
Harding's gonna wish he was dead.
Wrath of Khan gives us one of the greatest starship battles of all time. It is slow. It is methodical. It is exactly how it's basically submarine warfare, because that's how it would work in space, and it's awesome and it's tense, and you are there for every single moment of the Wrath of Khan starship battle. It's great. Steve the Rabbit, thanks for the tip over on YouTube. Is Sonic both cool and funny? Neither. You can be neither. It's very rare to be both. It's very common to be neither. Yeah, oh, someone in the chat is saying, "Oh, Yahtzee, you can knock down enemies while sliding."
Oh, really? Well, that might help.
Knock them down.
I'll knock you down. Oh, shit, I missed.
Oh, that's a big old whiff.
Still
Big old
one.
whiff.
Still killed them all, though, because I'm that good.
Oh, so you did it on purpose, is what you're saying.
Yes, I was
You
lulling
distracted them.
I was lulling them into a false sense of security.
That's exactly what you were doing. Not whiffing at all.
See, I slid straight past the dudes, but ended up in a big tent full of guns.
Ah.
So
That's-
win-win, really.
That's the classic "you missed, did I" moment. Congratulations.
There you go.
Hey, it's Byron.
That was fast. It's usually a few days before I hear from you.
I don't have much time. The COI is sending in an attack chopper. They want to start doing proactive patrols.
Don't hear many people talk about Picard and Discovery. I will watch The Expanse over them, as you should. The Expanse overall is wonderful. Obviously, ups and downs as they changed networks and budgets, and they did have to, unfortunately, end their run
On your first call.
sooner than the showrunners would have liked. But we did get an end. It was a rather rushed ending, but it was an end.
Thanks again for the heads.
Overall, though, phenomenal show. I cannot recommend enough if you are into sci-fi. The Expanse.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, jump on your head. Miss.
Oh, whiff. You have to stop whiffing.
Still made it look cool, though.
I love that you are throwing your knife into people's heads and then picking it out of their heads to throw again. I think that's sick as hell, and I'm here for it. That's what this game is for. Feel like a badass. Nice, nice, nice.
Chopper!
A what?
There's a chopper!
Oh, does that hurt you too?
Everything hurts me. Ow.
Great.
Sliding didn't work that time.
Oh. Well, I'm sorry. Okay, so Hope in the interstice, who has been the one giving you tips on the game, just ruined my joy a little bit. I thought you were throwing knives and then picking your knife out of people's faces, and they said you are not. You are not picking knives out of people's faces.
Oh.
Knives are one-time uses. It would be way cooler if you were picking your knife out of people's faces. Just let me believe that, Hope. Let me believe that I'm picking my knife out of their face. That's cooler. Like in Lord of the Rings, when Legolas stabs his arrow into someone and then uses that arrow to shoot at someone else. That's cool. That's cool. I hope you can forgive. I forgive you. I forgive you. Overall, this game looks very badass. So hopefully that's what Yahtzee is feeling. Badass.
I'm a badass.
You can't.
Eh.
You can't be a badass and then scream and shout in fear. Yes.
Help.
You can't look.
I don't know what I'm doing. I wasn't supposed to come in today.
Oh, I just shot that man in the face. Oh no.
Oh God, I'm so sorry. Was that your knife? Huh.
There's got to be a movie like that, right? Where like someone gets inhabited by a killer or by a kung fu expert, and they don't know what they're doing, but their body does.
Oh yeah.
That's a-
What's
that's a
that?
thing.
What's that film where the guy like gets taken over by an AI and that he becomes a super ass kicking man?
Oh my God, a gamer? I have no idea.
No.
Upgrade. That's what it is. It's Upgrade Sovereign.
That's the one.
Fuck, Upgrade.
Anyway, yeah,
Love
that
it.
game was getting pretty fun at that point.
Nice. Nice.
There you go. I mean,
Or Jackie Chan's The Tuxedo. That's right.
Yeah. I mean, the plot wasn't really going anywhere, but you know, it was fun. I was having fun.
That's all you need for a game. It's supposed to be fun.
All right. Well, thanks for watching Yahtzee Tries, in which we have reached the conclusion that games need to be fun. But wait, I've written some videos that counter that claim. You should go and watch them.
Okay.
I did an extra punctuation video called "Do Games Have to Be Fun?" And then I did a semi-emblematic video called "Should a Game Never Be Boring?", which continued the same sort of argument. But yes, that'll be it from us today. I hope you watched today's Fully Ramblematic. It was on the subject of Space Marine 2, a game some people seem to like.
Yes.
I don't have a semi-emblematic topic this week, so you won't be seeing me again until Adventure is Nigh on Saturday, where my character Mortimer will be in it. And then there'll be an edited Yahtzee Tries video on Sunday, which will compile the good bits from this stream and of last week's stream.
Beautiful.
That's all my stuff. What else we got, Jack? Plug.
Tomorrow I am live with Marty finishing up the Elden Ring DLC. So we will be live 12 to 2 Central. That will be very fun. We'll have some more streams. We're trying to get a Helldivers 2 stream now that they did some kind of bug fixes and balance fixes. So stick around for that. Adventures Night, like Yahtzee already mentioned. And keep an eye out for more PAX West videos. Just on the edge of being done editing some very fun PAX West videos coming out soon.
Alrighty. And don't forget, if you enjoy Second Wind content, remember to check out the Patreon. That's like the best thing you can do. The second best thing you can do is subscribe. The relatively decent thing to do is like the video. And the worst thing to do is nothing at all. You bastards. Oh, I guess comments in there somewhere as well. Post a comment as well. I would put that maybe above like and below subscribing.
Ooh, there you go. I think that's a great list. Great list. And in any case, we appreciate you watching and or listening.
Yes. So what was that again? Like, post a comment, subscribe to the Patreon, and the bottom is do nothing, which makes you a huge twat. Okay, that's it then. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Call to action.